I have pulled a majority of the cards, and it looks like, especially with the eclipse coming towards the end of the month, you're going to be pulling everything together. It's really important to look after your vibration. It can feel quite personal. This can be quite a personal transformation inside your life. It can be where you physically are looking at something in your life of what you want. And it's funny because it's almost like, you know, whatever's gone down, whatever emotions went down, something's not looking the picture at the minute. Something's sort of like, you know, you're reflecting back to the past. It feels spiritual. This feels a spiritual energy inside your life. It feels like you're really reflecting upon your path moving forward. I feel instinctually it can be something to do with family and home. And it was quite funny because it felt like Alice, you know, clicking her feet and wanting to go home. And one of the cards that came out, it's almost like you're trying to return to your roots, but you could be going somewhere. It might be a move of home. It may be that you feel the only way is moving towards a certain location. This can be moving towards a group of people. And it feels for love and support, but it feels it's like almost having faith in yourself that your ability to transform is within your DNA. The ability for you to get where you need to be is within your bloodstream. So it feels it's almost like it's not necessarily going to feel natural, but your instincts are guiding you and telling you that you need to do something. I feel it's almost like you're needing to turn into somebody that you that cares for you. This can be going to a friend, going to a family member, but it feels you want to confide in them about something very personal that's going on with you at the moment. You have the Queen of Cups, and I feel at an intuitive level, you do need to really trust your instincts. So I do feel you're pretty guarded. Yeah, I feel this is an older person that you're turning in towards. You want to, it's somebody who's wise. They don't have to be old, but it feels somebody that's wise. You're turning in towards them. I do feel that my guides are saying you do need to trust your own instincts, though. Even though you may seek, you know, confirmation maybe from a friend or a family member, or you're trying to confide in someone, it feels like ultimately the answer is going to be within yourself. I feel you sense that where life is going is it's making you nervous. This situation's making you nervous. I also feel for some of you there can be something to do with work coming up. This can be a change of job. The feeling that you've been having of late can be you get through one challenge and then there's another one. And this doesn't have to be that it's a physical challenge. It could be an emotional or spiritual challenge. My guides are showing me that it's always when we get most comfortable. It's like we get comfortable, we think we've overcome a hurdle, and then, you know, that analogy of there's another one coming. I feel your instincts are saying, even if you have got onto even keel ground, it's almost like the sixth sense, knowing that, the Queen of Cups, the sixth sense knowing that, you know, nothing is ever permanent. So I feel the decisions you're making, it may be for some of you that you are, you know, wanting to maybe start a new chapter, wanting to change careers, maybe trying to look for something. Feels like you're trying to look for something that's permanently stable. The hard part is because we do have Uranus and Taurus in the mix here. For your zodiac sign, it's teaching you to have a backbone of steel, but it's also teaching you that change doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. Some of you might have had a pregnancy scare. That's for some of you. But I feel ultimately in the heart, it's you're wanting to give birth to a new you. You're wanting to give birth to this brand new version inside your life that is more stable. At the moment, you're kind of feeling, you know, things aren't stable. Things aren't where you wanted them to be. I feel some of you, if you're not working, you're looking at maybe the need to go back to work. But whatever this is, it's going to be quite large. And I feel it's almost like in order to get a good outcome, you kind of feel you've got to make a slight adjustment here. It's almost like my guides are saying, don't rest on your laurels. That's what I keep hearing here. Don't, you know, it's like, this is your instincts. Don't rest on your laurels. Okay. What is the wheel? I do feel a family member is going to reach out and help, but you also feel that's not going to be permanent either. So there may be a grace period where you can get some assistance in some shape or form. Yes, it can be advice, but you kind of feel that that's, you know, my guides are saying you want a permanency. You want something that's permanent. For some of you, you can be on the fence in relation to romantic affairs of the heart. There can be something that is coming up from the past. I do feel for some of you, you can have a person from the past coming back. There can be thoughts of this. I feel there's a secret here, but I feel it's more on your side of the fence than somebody else's. The secret kind of feels like it could be privacy. It's like you're keeping your cards close to your chest. You're trusting your instincts. You're trying to move things in a particular direction. I feel at a foundation level, you know you're going to have to make a major decision. This is going to be a major decision. This is a left and right in life. For some of you, this can be in relation to a job. It can be in relation to a romantic partner. This is something major, though, because it's you who's actually making this decision. Okay, what is this card about, please? My guides are saying that you kind of feel a situation's coming to an end. This doesn't have to be a relationship. This can be a circumstance inside your life is evolving and changing. And most definitely I can say from the cards that something in you is changing. Your demeanor, your emotions, your courage, it is shifting. You are second guessing yourself though. I think it keeps coming up, so you keep reviewing. But I am saying that the outcome is going to be the star. So there can be that you physically feel you have to pull a tower down to get to this point. You're meditating upon it. You're trying to find a solution. But I feel ultimately this large circumstance in your life, it's being kept private. I do feel you're communicating with somebody that you deeply, deeply trust. And this is a very personal thing that you're currently dealing with. It's very personal. So you're taking it very seriously. You're trying to give everything you can, your all. But it's almost like when something shifts and, you know, you keep telling yourself, no, I'll be able to get back to where I was. And it kind of feels the circumstance now, you know, it's like little tectonic plates moving. It's like spiritually speaking. Okay, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Now, you know, you're looking back at the past. And it's almost like when we feel if we did this, if we turned left, if we turned right, I kind of feel there is a lot of reflection here. In a step or a love life, you are looking back at the past for revelations. Something emotionally has gone down. You kind of felt that you were bouncing back, but it's come back up again, whatever the circumstances. It can be a wound, but I get this large notion. I'm going to pull a chakra card that I feel a major conversation is going to be playing out here, but I feel initially it's going to be talking to people that you really trust. You're still in a meditated state towards a large decision. I feel you can turn in towards somebody that feels very at home to you, but you're also feeling things out. You're like, right, in the bigger midst of things, you know, how would that feel? It's an old circumstance, though, so you don't quite know how you feel towards that. You're not putting your energy into something at the minute until you completely know. I also feel some of you have been feeling a little bit unmotivated. The unmotivated, it's like just, you know, not having that energy. And so circumstances and major decision making, you're kind of delaying it because you want to be able to have your logic relating to it, not looking at it from you don't want to regret. outcome, please. This is large, whatever it is. Where you stand right now. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And I feel it's almost like you're being hard on yourself for having to make a decision. So I feel it's like you're second guessing yourself. You're looking at things, you're turning into your friends. I do feel there's a wound here. For some of you, I do feel there's two paths here. I do feel you're going to decide what it is, but you're kind of sitting on it still. You're second guessing yourself. It's funny that this card is yellow and your crystal for the outcome relating to the star card is yellow, which is all to do with the decision. It's strength. Yes, we can look at it as yellow, which can be, and again, we've got, you know, the card linking to Taurus here. I feel it's between the full moon in Libra and the eclipse in Taurus that you're going to make a major decision. And look, it does make sense, especially with the star card. Usually with any change, you know, we either bring a tower down, we change things about so that we can have a positive outcome, or it happens to us for us. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. And remember, I was saying the yellow can be almost like the strength card. It's the sun and the moon. It's our emotions. We're addressing our emotions. Aries and Chiron. So that we can make up our mind to do with what we feel would be the best for us. You did have inner child energy coming up, but it's sort of like it is the head. It's the thoughts. It's the feelings. One could deem it as what we call the ego, but again, it's intuitive in nature. You do have the Queen of Cups here. Your instincts are very, very strong. The other thing my guides are showing me is that your instincts are great. You know, it could be the type of work that you do is really relating to maybe trends. It could be relating to spirituality. However this is playing out for you, though, they're saying you have more, there's more to you than meets the eye. You're second guessing yourself here. But I do feel a major decision, not to second guess yourself. If this is a major thing you're wanting to bring out into the world in a creative sense, it is saying, you know, it's almost like Hansel and Gretel, leaving the pebbles, you do tend to find the way forward. I kind of get this feeling that whatever creativity, if you're sitting on it, if you're second guessing yourself, it's going to come through. Secondly, I would say when it does come to a decision at a heart-centered level, I feel it's you who's making a choice here, because you are going to have a left or right. For some of you, this can be two roads or two people. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow.